The 2024 NRD Annual Conference is underway in Kearney this week. I'm Rebel Saklocha joining you. One woman was honored yesterday for her 34 years of service to the Upper Loup NRD and 20 years of service to the Nebraska Association of Resources Districts. This woman was none other than Mullen's Judy Ridenour, also known as my grandmother. I had the chance to visit with her about being named the 2024 Director of the Year. Tell us about this award and about your service with the NRD.
Oh, this award is very gratifying, very humbling. My work with the NRD is so gratifying because everybody is devoted to the saving of our natural resources. And so we're all on the same level and working for the same goals together. And what better to do than do it with friends?
Most definitely. Well, you've been involved with the NRD for over 30 years. What initially inspired you to get involved?
I think just being concerned about my own ranch and what I needed to do to improve it and save our resources.
Talk about some of the projects in particular that you've enjoyed working on and some that have been particularly rewarding.
Well, always, I think anytime we can prevent erosion and we can learn different methods of pasture management, increase the livelihood of our business, it's great.
It can be intimidating for people to get involved in local leadership. What advice would you give someone looking to get involved with their local NRD?
Never hesitate. Step forward and you will be welcomed and you will learn so much. It will just be a gratifying experience and an educational experience.
Talk about some of the different committees you served on and some of the work that those committees did.
One of the first committees I was appointed to was the native vegetation and forestry because I come from the Upper Loup, which is very, very unique from the other 22 districts. We are all pasture land and all the other districts are in irrigation and row crops and whole different topic. Because of pasture and native vegetation, they're like, oh, you go on that and you're chairman. And so I've been that for 20 years.
In addition to your work with the NRD, you're well known in the organization for providing very thoughtful invocations for each of the meetings. Could you talk about the inspiration for those and why you put so much thought into those each year?
The first time I was asked, I actually panicked, I guess. And then we had just taken a basin tour down to the Arbor Lodge, and I had picked up a picture called Advice from a Tree and with a poem, and it is a phenomenal poem. And so out of desperation, I read that poem, and I had people come up then and just say, that's the best invocation I've ever heard. Last year, I had a lady come up to me and say, oh, you're the one that does the poem about the tree. So you never know sometimes what you say, where you say, what is going to be the impact.
Once again, that is Judy Ridenour, my grandmother, and the 2024 NRD Director of the Year. She is the first person to receive the honor twice, having won the award for the first time in 2012. She will officially retire from NRD service in January at the age of 85 after 34 years of service to the Upper Loup NRD and 20 years of service to the Nebraska Association of Resources Districts. I'm Rebel Saklocha reporting.